big role in whether his team.
2nd and 10 from the 20. Working from the gun. Rodgers. He's got a man. That's Marshall. 5 yards. Now it's ground. And he won't be close to a first. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.
Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Cowboys and the 49ers, and it's all up next.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Dallas Cowboys First down, Rodgers. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. Couldn't connect on first, it's second down. From the shotgun, Rodgers has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled for a short gain. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Looking out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. He throws a bullet deep to the big gain downfield. And in for the Dallas touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across.
First down throw by Rodgers. Gets this to Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. They'll empty the backfield and motion him right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. On 2nd and 10 now, Rodgers. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Again, Rodgers. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Throwing on first down, Rodgers. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing once again, Rodgers. Catch made underneath by the back. And that will not be enough for a first down. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing again, it's Rodgers. They'll throw again, Rodgers. And he makes the catch for the tip drill touchdown. The Cowboys make it a 16-point ball game. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
Evans now to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The 49ers back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And what's really been simply stunning, Brock, is how... So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And they pulled off the rare and elusive road win in the postseason, which means their journey stays alive another week as they head to the conference championship, where they're going to get a shot to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners, as we'll see you next time from Santa Clara.
It's time for the NFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Dallas. It's the Panthers and the Cowboys on Sunday night primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden. The postseason continues. They'll start on the ground here on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Throwing is Rodgers. Over the middle, it's complete. From the 43, here's 2nd and 9. Rodgers to throw once more. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40. Here's Rodgers. Here's Johnson with a reception. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the night. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll look to throw again. Pass taken in by his big tight end. But not before getting this inside the 30. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Walker, the tight end, in motion. Again, he'll drop to throw. And Walker has it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming from the right hash. This from 48. And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get... Preferably a takeaway.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Here's Rodgers to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Rodgers now to throw. For Marshall, that's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Rodgers. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll take it. His team, the Dallas Cowboys, they are going back to the Super Bowl as
welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Golden Eagles and the Cowboys, and it comes your way next.
It has been a season full of twists and turns, and it all reaches a crescendo here tonight as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. The moment is upon us, and we've got what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champions taking on the NFC champions, the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. It's been a good season for them so far. They're just looking to keep that momentum going forward.
They like the...
The long NFL season down to this. One game to decide it all. Super Bowl 61 underway. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the former Texas Longhorn, their rookie quarterback.
And as we know and as we've discussed here in the run-up to this game, this is history in the making. The first rookie quarterback to ever start in a Super Bowl. An absolutely tremendous accomplishment, something no one else has done. But he doesn't want to just go down as the first to make a Super Bowl. He's told us all week he's here to win it.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On play action, Young. Well, this one into the hands of Vaughn. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now here's Young. This one finding the hands of Brandon Powell. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Throwing, Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Young off the play fake. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Off the play fake, Young. Wide open receiver complete. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Golden Eagles are on the board first here in this Super Bowl.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
And there are a lot of quarterbacks who had terrific careers. Think about guys like Phillip Rivers, Randall Cunningham, Dan Fouts, Warren Moon. But they never got to a Super Bowl. Yet here he is in his second NFL season, already getting his chance. I mean, harken back to Dan Marino, another superstar, made it in his second year, lost the game, and never made it back again.
Rodgers going to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Throwing now is Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Still on his feet. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. 53 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this to the 32.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Here's Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the slot man goes in motion left. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. They go play action. Young. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually knocked away and not intercepted.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Young will set to throw. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Young. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. An inside give. Here's Portis. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Young. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 5th. Disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They'll give this up the middle to Portis. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. A big one here early in this Super Bowl. It's 3rd and goal. Now Young. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. A lot still to go here in Super Bowl 61. We have reached the end of one quarter of play. We'll be back in just a moment. 7-all is the score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now it's Rodgers. He gets this one to Johnson. And he will have a Cowboys first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Again, it's Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed, and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations.
Johnson's got it complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Rodgers again now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. To throw is Rodgers. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Working from the gun, Rodgers. That is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Rodgers to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. 3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
There's been a Terry now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Young now. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. Now 3rd down and 7. The play fake. Now Young. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Cowboys will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Now Rodgers. That is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way